Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are making chickpea of the sea, haha, chicken of the sea. Basically it's my take on a plant-based tuna recipe. Using chickpeas, you can use a number of different things to replace tuna. I know on the market there are some like vegan or plant-based tuna substitutes, but I've never tried it, and from the reviews that I've seen like other YouTubers do, it doesn't look like something I want to try because they never gave a good review on it, except for one brand. I think it was called Good Catch, and the Mediterranean flavor. This one girl said it was really good, but I have not tried it. I have not even seen it in stores. So I'm doing a version that is inexpensive, has protein, it's whole food, plant-based. There's no alternative or substitute products in it, so it is healthy. And I'll give you a few versions of it, just so that you can make your decisions on what you want to make. So this is a take on a classic tuna salad that I used to have as a kid. I have great memories of having this as a child. My dad used to take us into Manhattan, and we used to go to his friend's bagel shop. We called him Amu Saeed, and Amu means uncle in Farsi, and Saeed was just his first name. It was like basically a respectful way of basically calling him our uncle, because he really did treat us really well. A good friend of my dad. So we would go to his bagel shop, Healthy Bagel it was called, in New York City. I don't think it's around anymore. And he would give us huge tuna fish salad bagel sandwiches that were literally the most amazing tuna salad sandwiches ever. And that memory stayed with me. Yes, it's related to food. Are you surprised? But more so than that, it's the memory, it's the excitement of going into the city as a child. But those childhood memories of food stay with you, and especially when they're great memories. So we used to eat that, we used to run around his store, and then I think we would have like Nesquik or Yoo-Hoo, which didn't help the running around. But basically, great memories, great tuna salad. And since I went plant-based, I haven't had tuna salad in a long time, but I didn't even have it before I went plant-based, really, because tuna generally has a lot of mayo and all this other stuff that in any diet, whether plant-based or not, kind of doesn't fit in. So I'm doing a version that with the mayonnaise, and I'm using this mayonnaise. If you could see it, it is a, let's see where it's, does it say vegan? Yeah, it is a vegan mayo. You could see it there. I did try it. It does taste good. It's not repulsive. So, and it's more than good. It's just saying, it's very good. But if you didn't want to use a mayo substitute, you can use hummus in this recipe. You can use a smashed avocado for your fat to get the creaminess, whatever you prefer. So, let's get started. So in this bowl, I have a can of rinsed and drained chickpeas and the zest of one whole lemon. I like citrus in my food, so I have the zest of a whole lemon. You could do a zest of a half a lemon if you want. That's up to you. Zest it before you cut it. It's easier, and I use this to zest it. It's pretty easy. I'm going to cut the lemon and just add it now to this. You can add it over your hands to catch any seeds, since we don't want seeds in our tuna, in our chickpea tuna. And for those of you who are not plant-based, that's fine, no judgment. You can use this recipe with tuna. You could use this recipe with whatever your heart desires. And you can also add or subtract anything that you want to. You can chop up pickles in this recipe and put it in there if that's how you have your tuna. I have a huge can of pickles that I don't feel like opening, to be honest. So, and I normally don't put pickles in my tuna salad, but if you wanted to serve it on the side, you can. I'm actually gonna serve this on the side. On the side of this, I'm gonna have pickled hot cherry peppers. They're really spicy, but I love it. So I'm going to use this little mini masher to kind of mash it. You could use a food processor. It would get like mushy. I don't love mushy foods. I like texture in my food, so I'm going to mash it till it's about like 3/4 of the way done. Most of the chickpeas being mashed. Hopefully the camera doesn't fall. Most of the chickpeas being mashed, leaving some not whole, but pieces just for texture purposes. Because with tuna, like, oh, I remember with tuna, I never used the chunk light version of tuna. I always used the solid white albacore because I didn't like anything mushy, and I didn't even as a kid. So, and I don't know what the restaurant used, obviously. I just knew it was so good, and it was amazing, and you can't beat amazing childhood food memories. This is what it looks like here. It's kind of like mashed up. I mean, if you want to mash it further, you can. Maybe I'll go a little bit more, just because I have texture from the other ingredients that I'm adding, so I don't necessarily need this. If it was just chickpeas mashed, then for sure I would leave them a little bit more whole. So we have now basically, like, we're on our way to hummus here. Not quite. We still have a lot of texture. You can see that here. And you can mash this as much as you want or as little as you want. Now for this recipe, I'm adding in 2 stalks of chopped celery and half of a red onion chopped. I'm going the rustic route here, people. And I'm adding it with my hands. Again, my hands are clean. Your hands are your best tool in the kitchen, besides, you know, your knife and all that. Like, you really have to get hands-on with these recipes. Okay, so this is what it looks like. I added more, just squeezing more of this lemon. And honestly, if you wanted to use a whole lemon, you totally can. It's up to you. I probably will add more lemon when I eat it. I'll taste it and see where we're at as far as seasoning goes. But I'm trying to just keep it as close to the childhood version that I remember. Okay, so now this is all mixed up. I'm going to add some seasonings, just drying off my hands. Okay, to this I'm adding salt, sea salt, just cracking it right in there. As much or as little as you like, it's to taste. And then I'm reversing it the other way to get the cracked black pepper. Cracked black pepper and tuna, I think, are pretty classic, and I like it. Again, add it to taste, as little or as much as you want. And of course, you could always adjust the seasoning once you're serving it. That is totally up to you. You can make this spicy or not spicy by adding a hotter pepper like cayenne or red pepper flakes. I'm going to add 21 seasoning salute because it adds like a savory component a little bit, and it has a lot of, I've talked about this in other recipes. I use it in a lot of stuff. Okay, so now one thing that I'm adding that's not from childhood is some, where is it? Raw shelled hemp seeds. These are from Trader Joe's. Just a little sprinkle. They have no taste, but between this and the chia seeds that I will add, it gives you some extra fiber, it gives you protein. This has 10 grams of protein, and it gives you omega-3s and omega-6s. So it just boosts the nutritional content of your already nutritionally dense food. Now this is the chia seeds I mentioned. I'm gonna add this to like that much. I'm not measuring. And then stirring that through. And by the way, this can be served room temperature or chilled. As it chills, the flavors will develop more. And it's just like when you make tuna salad. And then also, just to note, you can serve this on bread. You can serve this on Ezekiel bread or any gluten-free bread, whatever your dietary restrictions or preferences are. You can serve this on rice cakes, dip it with crackers, serve it with vegetables, on a bed of salad, whatever you prefer. This is, oh, and also optional, optional to this, if you wanted that fishy taste that you miss. If you do miss a fishy taste, I kind of really don't. I don't miss that at all, actually. You could crush up some nori sheets, like seaweed, and throw that in here for that fishy component if you wanted to. So anyway, now we're gonna add the vegan mayo, and you add as much or as little as you want. None if you don't want to. I'm just gonna see what happens with that amount and go from there. I don't like a very soggy tuna salad, but I also don't like a dry one. So kind of like a happy medium. By the way, if you watched my recipe before this, you saw that I did a sweet potato hash. It's the same day that I'm doing this. I'll post it on different days, but this came out amazing, amazing. And the one thing that I didn't show on camera with this recipe was that I added a little bit of sea salt, and then towards the end I added a dash of cinnamon. Oh my God, I can't even tell you how good it turned out. I mean, it's right here. I ate it. It's like obvious. And my dad, who is not plant-based, ate it, tasted it, and wanted to eat some right away after just having eaten breakfast. And I told him that I would save him some that he could have, definitely, but let's not eat 2 meals for breakfast, or let's not have 2 breakfasts. So proof that a meat eater can enjoy that too. But anyway, on to the current recipe. Tell me how good that looks. Oh my God, it really does look like tuna. By the way, this is my first time making this too. So I'm going to taste this and just see how it tastes. Oh my God. You guys, seriously, you think I'm kidding? Like every time I say I cook something and it tastes good. This is so good that I don't even know what to say, because wow. And by the way, this is a different utensil. I'm not double dipping. I hate that. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So I cannot believe how good this is. Seriously. It's amazing. If you let this chill, the flavors will develop more. And of course, like I do like a chilled tuna salad. This is really, really, really good. The citrus of a half of a lemon was totally enough, and I love citrus. I'm going to go eat this. I really hope you try this recipe. I hope you love it, and you can leave me any comments that you want. I'm going to go eat this, and not all of it, it's a lot. And I will see you guys next time for my next recipe or video. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.